Chapter 6. When you feel weak, simplify. When you feel weak, you don't need motivation. You need simplicity. Weakness doesn't come from failure. It comes from overload. It comes from too many tabs open in your mind, too many fears, too many tasks, too many expectations. Overwhelmed minds break quickly. Simplified systems restore confidence. That's the key. You have a choice: drown in the chaos or shrink the chaos until it becomes manageable. This is where discipline begins, not in inspiration, not in hype, not in excitement. Discipline begins in simplicity. Shrink the task, strengthen the mind. Say it again. Shrink the task, strengthen the mind. The truth about feeling weak. Feeling weak doesn't mean you're broken. It means your mental load is too heavy. It means your brain is trying to juggle more than it was designed to. It means you've complicated your path with unnecessary noise. Weakness isn't a character flaw. Weakness is a signal. Weakness is a message. And the message is simple. Simplify. You don't need a new life. You don't need a new mindset. You don't need a new identity. You need fewer moving parts. You have a choice. Either continue carrying everything at once or strip it down until the next step becomes obvious. That's the key. The power of the rule of one. Here's where transformation happens. You take your entire mess, your stress, your unfinished goals, your overthinking, your pressure, your fear, your confusion, and you reduce it down to one thing, one task, one step, one win. This is the rule of one. Not 10 tasks, not 5 steps, not 3 priorities. One thing you can control right now. One small action you can execute today. One decision that moves you forward. That's the key. This rule saves careers. This rule saves mental strength. This rule saves people from quitting too early. Because small wins rebuild power. That's the key. Why simplifying works. Your brain loves clarity. Your brain performs best with structure. Your brain gains confidence through progress, not perfection. When the mind is overwhelmed, it freezes. When the mind is simplified, it moves. Movement builds belief. Belief builds consistency. Consistency builds power. It's not about being strong. It's about being focused. It's not about being fearless. It's about being organized. It's not about intense effort. It's about reduced friction. You don't need permission. You need clarity. You have a choice every day. Keep drowning in complexity or rise through simplicity. Examples of how simplification changes everything. A messy room? Don't clean the whole room. Clean one corner, one shelf, one drawer. That single act of order builds momentum. A collapsing schedule? Don't plan the entire week. Plan the next hour. Set one priority. Complete it. A goal that feels impossible? Don't rewrite your entire life. Just pick one action that brings you closer. Do it consistently. A fitness journey that feels overwhelming? Forget the perfect program. Do one workout. Take one walk. Drink one more glass of water. Each one becomes a brick. Bricks become a wall. Walls become a fortress. That's how strength is built. Not all at once. Not in a dramatic transformation, but in simple, repeatable actions that build unshakable confidence. Shrink the task, strengthen the mind. Overthinking is a result of complexity. Overthinking doesn't come from ignorance. It comes from too many options, too many what-ifs, too many directions. Your mind tries to solve everything, so it ends up solving nothing. When you simplify, you remove the noise. You remove the extra choices. You remove the mental clutter. Overthinking dies when clarity appears. You have a choice. Think endlessly or pick one move and act. Action ends overthinking. Action ends fear. Action ends confusion. That's the key. What to do when you feel completely overwhelmed. This is the real-world instruction, the step-by-step, the method. 1. Stop everything for 10 seconds. Not to relax, to reset, to interrupt the mental storm. 2. Ask one question. What's the next smallest step? Not the whole solution, not the perfect plan, the next smallest step. 3. Remove everything else. All the noise, all the extras, all the unnecessary tasks. 4. Do that one thing immediately. Not later, not after overthinking. Now. Momentum begins at now. 5. Celebrate the small win. Because a small win in a weak moment is a massive win in a strong life. That's how you rebuild yourself. Not through miracles, through reduction. Shrink the task, strengthen the mind. Simplification is a form of discipline. Most people think discipline is intensity. It's not. Intensity burns out. Intensity collapses. Intensity relies on emotion. Discipline is clarity. Discipline is structure. Discipline is consistency. Anyone can be intense for a day. Few can be simple every day. Simplicity requires courage. Simplicity requires humility. Simplicity requires letting go of everything that doesn't matter. You don't need permission to simplify. You need discipline to simplify. You have a choice. Live complicated and feel weak, or live simple and grow strong. That's the key. Building confidence through simplicity. Every time you follow the rule of one, your confidence grows. One task completed proves you're capable. One step executed proves you're in motion. One win earned proves you can win again. Strength isn't built in intensity. Strength is built in repetition. Strength is built in simplicity. This is how athletes recover from setbacks. This is how entrepreneurs rebuild after failure. This is how leaders stabilize in chaos. They simplify. They focus. They execute the next step. One step at a time. One moment at a time. One victory at a time. Shrink the task. Strengthen the mind. Transition to next chapter. You simplified your load. You controlled the chaos. You learned how to rebuild strength through clarity and small wins. Now it's time to confront a deeper truth. Some of your exhaustion doesn't come from tasks. It comes from people. And if you don't protect your energy, your discipline won't survive. You mastered simplicity. Now let's talk about the real drain holding you back.